Back to bedroom talk, and we've been discussing the immigration situation, and hopefully this will be the last of them.
I hope
So,
so.
well, until something else comes up. But, anyways,
So,
final thoughts.
okay, well, we were talking about should Trump be elected, and he's talking about deporting all the illegals. How would that happen? And we talked about first focus would probably be at the border patrol, which could have significant effect at least on ones coming in. Second would probably be um, the criminal element that have been incarcerated.
Hmm.
Then the question is, what do you do next? Now you could continue your focus on the criminal element, which seems like people would be most agreeable with, but it becomes more difficult. You go after people on parole, but uh, gee, show up to your parole officer, and he'll, immigration will apprehend you and deport you. You're not going to show up to parole.
To
So
parole.
that's, even though the president has power over that, at least for people that are convicted of federal crimes, the effectiveness of it is probably not very good. The other way is you go through local law enforcement and go, okay, people that are, arrested for crimes, check their immigration status, and we can deport them. Problem is, local law enforcement doesn't have any obligation to cooperate with immigration. Now, some states like Arizona have passed laws uh, having them do that, and then they were heavily criticized for it. Uh, other cities have said, no, we're sanctuary cities, and uh, you can come here and don't ask, don't tell, and you can live here under the radar.
Hmm.
So, uh, so that's beyond the reach of the presidency. That would require legislation or cooperation with local law enforcement, but that could be a method to go after the criminal element of the people that are here unauthorized. So, some people are worried about, oh, they're just going to randomly pull me over because I look Hispanic, and
Hmm.
they're going to throw me in the back of a wagon and take me to the border and drop me off and leave me stranded there. Um, in reality, that's not going to happen. Um, we don't have immigration papers. Somebody stop you on the street and say, "Show me your immigration papers."
Well, especially for like me.
It sounds, that sounds like the Gestapo.
Hmm.
In America, you're not required to carry citizenship papers or immigration. Actually, if you're
I guess
an
that would be our
immigrant,
birth
you're,
certificate, though.
yeah, but we're
Yeah.
not required to carry those.
Yeah.
Other countries they are, but not here. So there's that's just not practical. That's not going to
Right.
happen. You can't stop
Because even
people.
your ID or your driver's license,
Right.
everybody's able to get those.
Yeah. You can't stop people without probable cause. And there's no
Right.
probable cause to just stop people randomly on the
Yeah,
street.
just don't break the law on the road.
Yeah. So so the next area would be maybe to focus on employers. Now we do have much greater requirements for verifying um, your legal status, ability to work here legally. Uh, but a lot of that isn't enforced very well. Very, very, very few employers are prosecuted. If they were to go after them, they would go after the ones that were really, really obvious, and probably some kind of undercover operation to do it. They might do a sting operation to try and apprehend people, but those. But again, we're probably back to new legislation requiring, even though E-Verify is available, I don't think it's required that all employers use it. So they could go, okay, we require that, new legislation could require that everyone use it. Cats walking and shaking the bed. Uh, I think that really takes care of most situations. So you can see the president's kind of limited on his ability to deport people without some new legislation or cooperation
Yeah.
from other
Yeah. So
agencies.
they're not going to just round up all the illegals and and deport them out of the country.
Right. So I think we have one more